Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another Road to the GOAT episode for us, and we are one game away from being in the greatest of all time league. So I'm hoping that this game will go pretty smooth and it shouldn't really be that much of a challenge, and I'm liking already what I'm seeing because we're going up against the current Golden State Warriors. So I don't have to deal with Klay Thompson and I don't have to deal with Kevin Durant. So that makes life a lot easier for us, and we already know how to play with the 2011-2012 Oklahoma City Thunder as we get off to such a good start there, taking a 2-0 lead to begin the ball game. Westbrook coming down again. We kick it out to the corner to Kevin Durant, wide open in the corner, pick it off from where he left off in last game. And it's looking good so far, 5-0 lead. So I'm not too worried. I'm feeling pretty confident that I could win this game, and we could easily advance to the greatest of all time league and hopefully capture the trophy there without any issues like that. But here comes my opponent, first buckets of the game, and he got me on that pump fake attempt, and I was jumping with James Harden, so he is rewarded with 2 points, of course. Now, my opponent, he's on a bit of a run now. First, he had that 2-pointer layup. Now, he hits a 3 with Stephen Curry. And this is an interesting pick for my opponent to choose the current Golden State Warriors, just because that team is kind of depleted with their superstars. You know, Kevin Durant left, and then Klay Thompson was out for that NBA season. So the only person he really has is Stephen Curry, and we could easily, double team him or get the right matchup on him if we need to. But still a surprise. I remember we played against this same Warriors team before, earlier in one of the previous leagues, and I believe we won that matchup. And that matchup, if I remember correctly, it wasn't really too hard to win against this team, and that's really due to the fact that my opponent was throwing up threes like crazy, and we were right there in Stephen Curry's face to defend it. So that made life a lot more easier for us. But my opponent, this guy right here, he was just cooking me with Steph Curry, man. It's not even that he was shooting a whole bunch of threes, but he kept getting to the rim so easily, and Stephen Curry, he kept making these tough contested layups, and I don't know what I could have done differently, but hey, we'll see what happens at the end of the video. But back on offense, Kevin Durant again, opposite corner, wide open 3-pointer. Looking good so far, still looking good. We got a nice little lead, but I'm not really liking how the defense is playing, mainly because how we are guarding Stephen Curry. You see, he penetrates the paint and then he gets himself wide open for a mid-range jumper and he hits that shot. I don't know what I was doing there on that defensive possession. I mean, it's a couple guys on 2K at the point guard position that I have trouble guarding. One of them is Damian Lillard. The other one is Steph Curry, because those guys are so quick, man, and it's hard to play on-ball defense against them. And if you play off-ball, then the computer or your opponent is still going to get past the computer defense because those guys are quick, even for the computer. So it's really best that you come out in a zone, or you press 94 feet to pick up the ball handler early so Stephen Curry doesn't get into his size up dribble packages and get into some crazy crossovers and beat you off the dribble like that. Westbrook can't get the 3 to go. We know he has the ability to hit the 3-pointer, but not on that shot there. So we are gifted with the offensive rebound, and we are going back to work with Kevin Durant down low into the post against Andrew Wiggins, and that is a reverse dunk for Kevin Durant. And getting back on the subject of players that's hard to guard on ball defense in this year 2K, for me it would have to be Steph Curry, of course, then Damian Lillard, and this is in no particular order: Curry, Lillard, Kevin Durant, of course LeBron James, just because he's such a freight train and he makes so many contested layups, it's kind of ridiculous. And another guy I would put in is James Harden. James Harden, I don't know where this guy has that much stamina to be dunking while tired in the fourth quarter and everything. And he's pretty quick as well. He can hit the mid-range, hit the 3-pointer, get to the rim easily. So James Harden is included in that list. But there are a lot of other players that are hard to guard on 2K, but I just really haven't played against them. Like Michael Jordan. For some reason, I thought I would have been going up against that prime Bulls team with Michael Jordan on there, but I really haven't. Maybe in the greatest of all time league, I probably will, but I haven't really seen him. And the time that I did play against Michael Jordan, we won that game, and it wasn't too hard, but it was a bit of a struggle. But yeah, those are some of the guys I find very difficult to guard on ball with. And if you guys have anyone else, let me know or put it in the comments. Who gives you a headache on 2K, whether that be in Play Now Online or even in my team. I don't really play my team like that. Yeah, I don't really have the time for it. And for me, I feel like it requires a bit of a grind and some time playing the solo challenges and everything to get good players. So I really stick to Play Now Online. But there was one year in 2K16 where I took my team pretty seriously, and I wasn't even that good at my team. I'm a much better Play Now Online player. But I haven't really played Play Now Online like that in the last couple of years. Again, the last time I took Play Now Online a bit serious, other than this year, would have to be 2K16 as well. 2K17, I didn't really like the gameplay and I didn't really have enough time to play the game. 2K18, I didn't like the system that they went with, so I didn't play it like that. 2K19, I mainly played Pro-Am and Rec. And 2K20, more of the same thing, Pro-Am and Rec, so not a lot of Play Now Online. And I played a couple Play Now Online games, but it wasn't really like I'm trying to get to the #1 seed. It was just that, I have some free time on my hand. I'll play an online game. But this year in 2K21, I said, okay, I have a bit of time. I might as well do this. There's not a lot of new games out for the Xbox Series X and the PS5. So while we have that free time, we could get to the greatest of all time league and see how much we improved or gotten worse from the last time we really played Play Now Online. So let's get back to the game. Score is 32-27. My opponent is still in there. I really thought this would have been an easy game, but my defense is giving me headaches because we can't stop that man, Stephen Curry. But good pass here to Nick Collison, I believe, and he gets the reverse layup to go for us. So at some point in time, man, we got to tighten up the defense, and I have to figure out a way with the Oklahoma City Thunder. What's the best method of playing defense for them? And I said in previous videos before, I don't really like to play a zone, but if it requires us to play a zone, well, not a majority of the time, but at least for a couple possessions, I'll definitely pull out the zone, whether that be a 2-3 or 3-2, preferably a 3-2, because if I'm trying to stop the drive, I want to have at least some type of wall up top, like against a Giannis or Steph Curry, someone who can get to the rim easily. And I'll just play off ball with one of the bigs down low and try and guard the corner 3 ball. So that's really my game plan when I run a zone, and it's going to mainly be a 3-2 zone. Looking back at this game, I should have put Kevin Durant to guard Stephen Curry. That probably would have made life a lot easier, and we probably could have got out of here with a victory a lot quicker. But we are still in this game, and my opponent is still hanging around. He could probably win this game, and we're forced to play another game. And knowing me, I want to get out this league as soon as possible. I don't know how he greened that shot, but he did, and that was a very tough mid-range shot to hit. But he's still in the game. He's not giving up yet, even though I have a nice little lead. Westbrook coming down the court. We find Kevin Durant. Way too easy of a pass and too easy of a bucket for us. My opponent defense was not the best, and you can see we're hitting our wide open shots. This is something that we need to do on a consistent basis. When we're left wide open, let's try and get the excellent release so we know that we made the shot even before it goes in. But yeah, my opponent defense wasn't the best. Look at that layup he made, and he was just doing that all game, and I don't know how he made that. Maybe it's because of James Harden, and he of course doesn't have the best defensive rating in the game, but he was doing that against Kevin Durant as well. Not Kevin Durant, but Russell Westbrook and even Thabo Sefolosha. I'm like, man, this guy Steph Curry could score at the rim pretty easily. Usually whenever someone picks the Golden State Warriors, I expect them to shoot a lot, but not this guy. And look, he hits a tough mid-range jump shot. I thought I was there, but obviously I wasn't. And now we are heading into the fourth quarter with a nice little 8-point lead, but as I keep saying throughout this video, we haven't won this game yet, and our defense is still not where I need it to be. We're allowing way too many drives to the rim, and it's leading to easy baskets. Look, Curry hits another layup. My opponent is on a bit of a run now. I even have KD stick in Steph Curry, and he is still hitting these tough contested layups. That may be a secret Stephen Curry has. Maybe instead of shooting the 3-ball like that, you probably just want to take all shots near the rim, and then when you get open for a wide open 3-pointer, you get that green release. Curry gets to the paint again. I don't know how he's getting to the paint so easily, but lucky for us, my opponent kicks it back out, and now he's taking it in with Andrew Wiggins. We have no paint defense at all. Maybe there needed to be a setting that I have to change, and telling my guys to play more physical, and I believe that setting is set to normal or some default setting where they don't play too aggressive and they don't play too soft. But I have to remember next time if we come across an issue like this to make that change. So we have the ball back on offense. We're struggling now. Offense doesn't look too good. My opponent just stays reaching. We're trying to find the best shot available to us. Serge Ibaka, I'm telling you, this guy is a clutch player for me whenever I play with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Also in this game too, Russell Westbrook for some odd reason was just reaching like crazy. My opponent was reaching like crazy too, but they barely called fouls on him. But Westbrook ended up fouling out this game. Good way to find that mismatch there. Stephen Curry trying to guard big Kendrick Perkins. That's easy 2 points for us. We get the foul and the bucket. So game winding down. My opponent is still in there. Shot clock winding down for him. I'm guarding Stephen Curry tightly now, and finally we are able to stop Curry. Oh my goodness, he's not able to get to the rim and he has to throw up a bad shot. So 25 seconds remaining. We cannot blow this one. James Harden to the rim, throwing it down with 2 hands, and that one just might seal the game. I reached too hard there trying to get the inbound pass. Curry can't hit that 3-pointer, and down the other way we go with Kevin Durant. Game's basically over, and that'll be it. Curry did hit a 3 at the end of the game, but we still take the victory, and we are moving on to the greatest of all time. So the Hall of Fame seed wasn't too bad. No hiccups along the way, and now it's on to the greatest of all time, and hopefully it'll be the same case here. So we get the trophy, we get 11,000 VC, even though I don't even use the VC at all. So that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support, and I will see you in the next video.